What I want to test today is, can my PS5 replace my gaming PC? With these consoles having high-powered graphics and really fast processors, are they a good replacement for what you'd want to use a PC for? So, first thing I did is plugged in the keyboard and mouse to my PS5. The PS5 was quick to recognize the keyboard and mouse right after I plugged it in. I was able to go in and I can even modify some of the settings for the keyboard and the mouse, such as pointer speed. But obviously there was a lot of other things I couldn't modify that I would have to do inside the games that I wanted to play. So I hopped into Call of Duty Warzone to see how it could work through a console. Now Warzone is one of the keyboard mouse friendly games for console. As you can see in the settings, I could make modifications to what my keyboard and mouse, such as pointer speed and what the keybinds were. I can't change the field of view slider since it is on a console, so that is something that does take an advantage for the gaming PC that you want to utilize. But there were a couple additional problems that I ran into. One, in all of the buttons that I had, I couldn't figure out how to escape the game, how to actually exit going back to the main menu of the PS5. So there still is a need for the PlayStation 5 controller. You can just use the keyboard and mouse for in-game use, but I had a hard time actually navigating outside of the actual games that I was playing. Also, one of the big drawbacks to this is that not all games on the PS5 are keyboard mouse friendly. Not even Apex Legends could even utilize the keyboard and mouse on the console. You might expect all first-person shooter games to utilize the keyboard and mouse on the console, but that's not the case. And the PS5 does have a lot of story-driven games that aren't going to be used for keyboard and mouse. You would just utilize the controller. So in terms of actually replacing or being a good enough substitute for the gaming PC, it really doesn't check all the boxes that you would need. It does boot up the games really fast and it runs them really smooth, especially if you have a wired connection into your internet. That is one benefit, that over time, these games are pretty graphics heavy. If you don't have up-to-date graphics cards, you don't have fast enough processors, you can have some delay on your gaming PC, where the PS5 is super fast and was really quick to boot up these games and run them smoothly. But again, it's really just, if you're wanting to use a keyboard and mouse, you can use it for the PS5, but you're not going to have all of the functionality that you would have with your gaming PC. Obviously, it's not a really good substitution. There's a lot of differences that you could have on there. So it's really a great console you can still pick up. I still recommend it because of all of the PlayStation exclusive games that will be coming out. But in terms of it being a substitute, you're going to want to have the best of both worlds. I mean, heck, if you have the money, get them all. Get an Xbox, get a PC, get a PlayStation. That's obviously not the case for everyone. The PlayStation is a great console to have, very high powered, and it's quieter than I expected. So if you want to utilize keyboard and mouse, you can. Just don't expect it to be compatible with all games. Warzone, Fortnite, those could use keyboard and mouse. Apex couldn't. You're going to want to test it out. You're going to want to do your research online before you actually make a purchase like this and want to utilize it with a keyboard and mouse. So that's our quick download on the PlayStation being a gaming PC substitute. Please like and subscribe and watch some of our other videos. Thanks for tuning in.